Originally today I was going to upload a God of War 2 review, but I want to talk a little bit about Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy, the voice actor, passed away a couple days ago due to cancer at the age of 66. You know, cancer has a very strong history with me because my mother passed away of bone cancer and my grandfather had cancer. You would think maybe I would be, maybe weak to it, but I don't smoke and they did, and they smoked a lot. Now, I'm not sure if Kevin Conroy smokes, and smoking does not, like, if you don't smoke, it doesn't guarantee you won't get cancer, but it does help. I know for a fact that my mom got sick because of smoking. I doubt Kevin Conroy smoked, only because he was a voice actor, but I want to talk about his career. So Kevin Conroy is known for playing Batman and Bruce Wayne in Batman the Animated Series. The reason why it's such a big loss, the reason why is because we've had debates for years about who's the best Batman. Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Christian Bale, Adam West. We've had so many people play Batman. But the man who played Batman longer than anybody and really was the definitive voice of Batman was Kevin Conroy. Not only did he play Batman in the animated series, but he also played Batman in the Arkham games. And those Arkham games are legendary. So many people have praised those games. People much younger than me who didn't even grow up on the animated series. But I know some people who played the Arkham games and then went and watched the series and loved it. Batman, the animated series, y'all. Some people have said it's one of the greatest cartoons, if not the greatest, of the 90s. And the reason why this show is so beloved by so many people, obviously, Bruce Timm kind of became a legend, but right after Batman 89 came out, Tim Burton's Batman 89, there was a hunger for more Batman. And Batman 89 sort of reintroduced Batman as being more of a darker character. Prior to that, the only times we had ever seen Batman was in the Adam West show. And this is not including the black and white era way back. Or sometimes you have Batman and Robin in the Scooby-Doo mystery episodes. But this was a different Batman. This is the Batman that really became the Batman that many other Batman adaptations have taken over. Batman the Animated Series Batman. And it really goes all the way back to The Dark Knight Returns, probably the most influential Batman story ever. But Batman the Animated Series, the reason why it was so beloved is because even though we were kids, it was the only show, or one of the only shows, that did not insult our intelligence. We got to see a show that had a lot of maturity, a lot of thematic elements. You had complex characters and complex storylines, a much darker tone, very, very noirish, and it was just a very fun show to watch. And every week you watched it just to see what was going to happen, which villain would show up, what they would do, and how Batman would be the detective and solve the crime. In many ways, Batman the Animated Series surpassed a lot of the Batman movies, and hell, for a long time, and I may still feel this way, I gotta think about it, Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie, which is, of course, part of the animated series continuity, and it's voiced by Kevin Conroy. I remember reading that at one point Batman the Animated Series was considered the number 2 greatest animated show of all time behind The Simpsons. Now, the issue I have with that is that even though the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons are damn near flawless, they're phenomenal, it really falls off a cliff. And from season 11 all the way until now, there's very few good episodes. Batman the Animated Series did not last that long, but I'm happy it didn't, because you can only tell Batman stories for a finite amount of time on television before people get tired of it and they move on. But while it lasted, it was great. The thing is about Kevin Conroy is that Kevin Conroy brought a maturity and class to playing Batman. He was proud to play Batman. Even though he had done some lesser known TV movies and things of that nature, Batman was like what he is remembered for. He was in Batman Beyond. He was in the new Batman Adventures, the Justice League shows. I mean, he really, really played Batman. He even played Thomas Wayne at one point in the DC AMU, which I covered on World of Geekdom. He's interesting too because he slightly changes his voice if he's playing Bruce Wayne or Batman. When he's Bruce Wayne, he's much higher pitched, sounds more natural. Batman's more lower pitched. It wasn't to the point where it was like the Nolan movies where he's like growling. It wasn't like that, but it was still lower and much more serious. And let's not forget, I also forgot to mention that prior to the animated series, you also had the Super Friends show, and Batman was more lighthearted there. It really got dark. I'll never forget going to the movie theater, and I went with Miss Dare Fusion to watch Batman the Killing Joke back in 2016. And that was a fun time. Mark Hamill returned, and it was Mark Hamill playing Joker and Kevin Conroy playing Batman, which is the way it should always be. I didn't even know Conroy was sick, but he's gone. My condolences go out to his family. He is the definitive Batman. And this is going to be a very big gap to fill. Whoever takes over that role, man, you got some big shoes to fill.